Good morning, children. Sairam. Now today we will be proceeding, that is lesson number 4, economic development, part 2. In our part 1, we have learnt about the different types of economies, like the mixed economy, capitalist economy and the socialist economy. And we have seen that our Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he adopted the mixed economy, wherein both the public and the private sector would be involved. Capitalist economy is limited to the private sector, whereas the socialist economy is concerned with the public sector. But in mixed economy, both public as well as the private sectors are involved. So let's proceed. So as a result, when this planning was been done, a planning commission was set up, and accordingly for the running of the government, the plans were done, framed. So we shall learn in detail about those different 5 years plan which were taken into consideration and what were the purposes of those 5-year plan. So let's begin with our first 5-year plan. The duration of our first 5-year plan is from 1951 to 1956. Now what were the purpose of the first 5-year plan? We can see that in the first 5-year plan, agriculture, social development, irrigation and food control, sources of energy, rural and small scale industries were taken into consideration. So the most important aspect or the concentration was mainly given for the agricultural sector and also for the social development of the country. So irrigation facilities were provided and also the sources of energy would be made in use for the rural and the small scale industries. Even heavy industries and minerals, transport and communication, education and health were also concerned in the first 5-year plan. So education was given more of importance, and also transportation services and communication need to be made available was taken into consideration into the first 5-year plan. Now this first 5-year plan, it consisted of measures to lay the foundation of a planned economic development. So as it was the first 5-year plan, so it laid the foundation of the planned economic development of the country. Now let's see what was the second 5-year plan. Now the duration of second 5-year plan was from 1956 to 1961. What were the purposes of the second 5-year plan? In the first 5-year plan, children, we have seen that agriculture was given more of importance, whereas in the second 5-year plan was an ambitious goal of industrialization. So whatever the production would be made, that need to be, it would take a lot of manpower was required. So with the help of industrialization or machines and new tools and technology, it would be more faster, and also employment opportunities would be provided to the people. As a result, iron and steel industries were set up at Durgapur, Bhilai and Rourkela. Chemical fertilizers plant was set up at Sindri. Rail engine factory at Chittaranjan and factory of railway bogies at Perampur. So various factories were set up for the new purpose of industrialization. Shipbuilding factory at Vishakhapatnam and other heavy industries were set up in the. Huge dams were also constructed like Bhakra, Nangal, Damodar, etc. They were built in order to make the water facilities or the irrigation facilities to be made available for agriculture, and which in turn led into the increase of the national income of the country. So it would further help into the increase of national income of the country. Now let's see what was included in the third 5-year plan. The duration of the third 5-year plan was from 1961 to 66. And so the balance in industries and agriculture was the main aim of this plan. So we have seen in the first 5-year plan, agriculture was given more of importance. Second 5-year plan dealt with the industrialization of the country, and the third 5-year plan was a balance of both industries and agriculture. So increase in national income, heavy industries, development in transport and mineral industry. So this was the aim of the third 5-year plan. And next was the alleviation of poverty, to eradicate poverty from the country by providing employment opportunities to the people. And after the third 5-year plan, there were 3 one-year plans were implemented. That is from 1966 to 1969. And this was a period of intense famine. So you can see that this period from 1966 to 1969 was a period of famine, and as a result, we could see that there were 3 one-year plans were implemented. Due to the invasion by China and the war with Pakistan, the government had to focus on defense rather than development. So it was the period wherein the invasion of China and also the war with Pakistan had taken place. So government had to more concentrate on the defense affairs than on the development of the country. And also the famine required the government to undertake the measures to tackle the effects of famine. So also they had to concentrate on this issues, as it would otherwise affect the people in the country. So all these issues stressed the Indian economy greatly. As a result, we can see that there were 3 one-year plans were made, and later a 4th 5-year plan was set up in 1969 from 1974. The duration of the 4th 5-year plan was from 1969 to 1974. And what was the aim of the 4th 5-year plan? To make India self-reliant, self-sufficient, and to develop the basic industries. So increase the speed of economic development, efforts to establish socialistic pattern of society. So efforts were made in order to establish the socialistic pattern of society. So as a result, what was done? 14 banks were nationalized, and the economy had to bear the burden of Bangladesh war, which had taken place in 1971. So because of which the Indian economy had suffered, as we can see that most of the refugees, they migrated to India, and also more of expenditure over the refugees had to be borne as well. So the Indian economy suffered due to the pay raise of the government and also railway servants, and rise in the prices of petrol in the international markets. So all these issues have greatly affected to the Indian economy, right? So the next 5-year plan was set up, that was the 5th 5-year plan. Now what was the duration of the 5th 5-year plan? It was from 1974 to 1979. And what was the purpose of 5th 5-year plan? Making India economically self-sufficient by alleviating poverty. So what is the main purpose? To make India economically self-sufficient by removing poverty from the country and increase national income. Making large scale employment available. So more of industries, factories would be set up, with which the more of employment opportunities would be available to the people in the country. So supply education, nutritious food and drinking water, facilities for medical treatment in rural areas, supply electricity and means of communication, implement social welfare schemes on a wide scale. So we can see that all sectors of the society, like the education, health issue, then also food, all these were taken into consideration. Employment opportunities need to be provided. So it was for the overall development of the country. They also have implemented social welfare schemes on wide scale. So development of agriculture, increase basic industries. So implementing new tools and technologies in the agricultural field for the faster production of the goods. And so monopoly purchase of food grains and other life sustaining goods and making them available to poor at reasonable prices through public distribution system. So we can see that all sectors of the society, whether it is rich or poor, but the income should be economically distributed. Also the facility should be economically equally provided to all the people, right? And the income also need to be distributed equally among all the people. That was the aim in the 5th 5-year plan. Then we can see the next plan was made, that is the sixth, but during the fifth 5-year plan, children, it was not possible to achieve the goals of removal of poverty. So as their main aim was eradication of poverty and to provide employment, it was not possible. So in 1977, elections were held, and in these elections, the Congress party was defeated. So, and who had won? The Janata Party came to power. The new government, it ended the fifth plan towards the end of March 1978 and started the rolling plan from April 1978. So we could see that the Congress government had come to an end in the elections and Janata Party had won. So they had they had stopped all the fifth 5-year plan, and immediately they have started with the rolling plan. But this rolling plan, which was implemented in April 1978, was a failure. And in 1980, the general elections were held for Lok Sabha, and in that election, Congress party came to power. And the Congress government closed all the system of rolling plan and again started with its planning like before. And then we can see the sixth 5-year plan was started, implemented. In the sixth 5-year plan, its duration was from 1980 to 1985. And what were the purposes of sixth 5-year plan? Alleviation of poverty, employment generation, significantly increased growth rate in economy, reduce rate of poverty and unemployment, shape and implement population policy so that people adopt small family norm voluntarily. So as we have seen, its aim was also for removal of poverty, then also provide employment opportunities to people, increase the growth rate of economy. The national income need to be increased, and also to reduce poverty and unemployment. So shape and implement population policy. So as was a need to stop the increase of population, so the policy was implemented so that people would follow that and maintain a small family norm voluntarily. So we can see that this was the sixth 5-year plan, but at the same time there were several programs were also implemented in the sixth 5-year plan. Which were those programs? Integrated Rural Development Program, that is IRDP. Then Rural Landless Employment Guarantee Program, National Rural Employment Program, and Salem Steel Plant. So these were the programs which were implemented in the sixth 5-year plan. And later again a seventh 5-year plan was implemented after the end of sixth 5-year plan. So the duration for the seventh 5-year plan was from 1985 to 1990. Now, what were the purposes of seventh 5-year plan? It laid stress on food, employment and productivity. So it gave more importance to food, employment and productivity, development, modernization, self-reliance, social justice, improving the techniques of production. So it gave more importance to the development of the country by means of modernizing the country, by making use of new means of technology, then to make the people in the country self-reliant, self-sufficient, to follow social justice. Everything should be equally distributed among the people, and improve the techniques of production so that there would be faster and more production, and it would get the market facilities available all over. So their aim was to achieve yearly increase of 5% in national income. So the seventh 5-year plan aimed at increase of 5% in national income and also to increase food production. Yes. Also, there were several programs were implemented in the seventh 5-year plan. Now, which were the programs implemented in the seventh 5-year plan? The Jawahar Rozgar Yojana, scheme of 10 lakh wells, and Indira Awas Yojana. So again we can see that was to provide employment opportunities, and also the Jawahar scheme, the scheme of 10 lakh wells, so that water facilities need to be made available in the remote areas, in the rural areas as well, to provide water, and also Indira Awas Yojana. So housing facilities need to be made available. So these were the programs implemented in the seventh 5-year plan. So after the 7th 5-year plan, the 8th 5-year plan was implemented in the year from 1992 to 1997. And what were the purpose of 758 plan? It gave lot of scope to private sector, more importance to private sector, and its aim was to maintain growth rate of 6.5% in national income. See, we can see in the 7th 5-year plan it was 5%, but in the 8th 5-year plan it has increased to 6.5% of national income, and also to control the growth rate of population. Encourage family planning programs, so in order to control the growth of population, and remove illiteracy by expansion of primary education. So to provide education facilities, education to all the in the rural areas, remote areas, and primary education need to be given into all sections of the society, and which will help to remove illiteracy from the country. Now this plan is said to be as a reflection of liberalization and free market policy of 1991. Even in 8th 5-year plan, there were also some programs implemented. Which were the programs? The Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana, Mahila Samriddhi Yojana, Rashtriya Samajik Arthik Sahay Yojana, Midday Meal Scheme, Indira Mahila Scheme, and Ganga Kalyan Scheme. So we could see that here also again various schemes were started for providing employment opportunities to the people, and also for the upliftment of the women and increasing the economy of the country. There were various schemes were implemented also to provide food facilities to the people who are not able to afford. So accordingly, every strata of the society was considered in this plan. Now, after this, the next plan was implemented. That was the 9th 5-year plan, and its duration was from 1997 to 2002. Now, this 9th 5-year plan, it focused on agriculture and rural development. So, increase the growth rate of economy, create healthy competition in infrastructure sector, give new direction to industrial policy to ensure foreign investment. And so we can see here, again here in this plan also, agriculture and rural development was considered, and its main aim was to increase the growth rate of economy, which will in turn help to increase the national income, and create an healthy competition in the infrastructure sector, give new direction to industrial policy, as we have main aim was industrialization. So industrial policy was given importance by means of foreign investments. And this plan, the progress of communication system and services was achieved as per the expectation. So there was a great progress in the communication system, and also the services were achieved with the what was expected. And this growth rate was also in the field of construction and communication. And in the 9th 5-year plan, we can see that there were various schemes were started in the 9th 5-year plan. Now, which were the schemes? That is the Swarna Jayanti Sahari Rozgar Yojana, Bhagyashri Child Welfare Policy, Raj Rajeshwari Mahila Kalyan Yojana, Jawahar Gram Samruddhi Yojana, Antyodaya Anna Yojana, and Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. So these were the schemes implemented in the 9th 5-year plan. Okay, so children, today we have learned about the various plans that were implemented in order to of the country to eradicate poverty, employment opportunities to be made available, food and health facilities to be made available to the people, and also it helped in turn for improving the communication system, and also helped into the upliftment of the people, and it also helped to control the growth of population by means of various schemes which were implemented. So students, we shall stop here for today. We shall continue in our next class with the next part of our lesson. Thank you.